Hello, glad to have you here. This is from the CBN, bringing you weekly reports and expert analysis of the actions, policies, and economic initiatives of the Central Bank of Nigeria. I am Misi Dada. eNaira is a Central Bank of Nigeria issued digital currency that provides a unique form of money denominated in Naira. It serves as both a medium of exchange and a store of value, offering better payment prospects in retail transactions when compared to cash payments. eNaira has an exclusive operational structure that is both remarkable and nothing like other forms of central bank money. There are several benefits from a central bank issued digital currency in Nigeria, and this cuts across different sectors of and concerns of the economy. More on the eNaira in today's episode of the program, as well as the last MPC meeting press a briefing question and answer session. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
My name is Olumide Peter. I'm a filmmaker, social worker, special analyst. So basically, eNaira is a digital currency that was issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria, basically. But I'm still looking for the hard one. So let me get the hard one first. Then we're going to talk about the eNaira, the electronic Naira.
My name is Rachel, and I work as a tech support with Credit Registry. Okay, so eNaira, I really don't know so much about it. I look forward to, I hope to know quite a number of things about it.
My name is Mustafa Victor, and I work as an HR. Okay, concerning the eNaira, well, just according to the word eNaira, so talking about electronic money, which is actually an upgrade, concerning our fintech industry, and it's a plus to me. I feel Nigeria is a growing organization, and also from the world view, they believe that we are very intellectual, and we are actually at the forefront, talking about fintech.
My name is Namdi Onwoka. I'm a sales account manager in the Forest Broker. Okay, now then the eNaira thing, it's a new thing and it's a good one for Nigeria to step into the next level. Now every other country, I believe they have gone far on this now. So one thing I want to believe that this will be another way for people now to use money, in the sense that maybe you have a lot of cash to buy something. Now you don't need to go to the ATM and go with your raw cash. But with the eNaira, you can equally transfer. But I believe there should be a code for it, so that the common man, let's say we want to buy granite on the street. So how can I buy granite on the street? But with this eNaira, I believe it will be even much easier. So no change. Please, I have 1,000 naira. Please, I want to buy something of 850. Do you have change of 150? But with the eNaira, I can easily transfer exact amount of money I want to use. So I believe it's a new thing for the country.
My name is Cynthia Obadi. I work with Rally Trade. It's about the eNaira. The little I know about it is that it's going to be like a digital currency. It's going to be like a means of exchange, which is not physical. So it sounds like a good idea, but I can't wait to see how it's going to play out for like the normal Nigeria or the normal Nigerian on the street. So maybe wants to buy sachet water or bottled water and wants to use the eNaira. So I'm actually excited to see how everything plays out.
I'm Osas Emmanuel. And I'm a businessman. So the question about this eNaira of 18 is very, very hard to so many Nigerians, because I myself, I don't even get the full gist about the eNaira. Though I've been hearing about it, but I don't really know the full details about it. If I would throw more light on it, is about, I don't know if it look like bitcoins, because the bitcoins which our government banned some months ago, it is the same thing likely to the eNaira that they are bringing, which I don't even really know if it's the same thing. But I would like the government at least to make us get more understanding on the eNaira they want to launch, which is next month.
My name is Jim Ibrahim. Yeah, actually, I'm a businessman, so asking me about eNaira is, I'm just hearing for the first time, so I don't have an idea what you're talking about.
My name is Ajayi Oluwatomilayo. I work as a digital consultant with a data protection compliance organization. And talking about eNaira, I think over the past few months we've been hearing a lot of gist about eNaira, and to some of us the idea sounds very crazy. I will put it that way. Because what is this eNaira we are talking about? We've been into electronic transfer of funds already. So what are you bringing that is so different from what we have in place already? So the system you said, oh, you are bringing this, it's not crypto. It doesn't grow the way crypto, it doesn't grow up the way Bitcoin goes up and down. So what is the idea behind crypto, behind eNaira? If we can send stuff out through our ATMs, through our electronic banking, and you are saying, what is the difference? That is what we want to know.
My name is Nathaniel Bolarinwa. I'm a cinematographer. To me, I feel we are doing a copycat of something we are not really sure about of how it works. We don't know what is going to come of it.
My name is Samuel Jawola. I work with one of the financial institutions in Lagos State here. eNaira is, I think it's okay by me. This is about moving cash from bank to wallets. Is that not so? And I think it's okay. It's going to I think it's going to reduce stress.
North, South, East or West, male or female, old school or millennial, rural or urban, the Naira is the same, and so is the eNaira. The eNaira is a legal tender issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria. So, let's embrace it. The eNaira will foster financial inclusion, improve access to credit, facilitate cross-border remittances, and it's easier to transfer. eNaira, same Naira, more possibilities. This message is from the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN.
Starting Monday, October the 4th, everyone will be able to download the eNaira Speed Wallet app from Google Play or the Apple App Store to get started with the process of transacting in the CBN digital currency. Ahead of the app launch, the CBN had unveiled the eNaira website, which recorded more than 1 million hits within 24 hours, according to analytics, a reflection of the level of interest in the digital currency. The rollout was originally scheduled for today, but the CBN governor, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, while speaking to a gathering of foreign investors in New York earlier, had informed that the bank would not want the event to take the shine away from the Independence Day celebration. So you might have to wait just a little longer to get started. In the meantime, let's acquaint you more with the features and workings of the eNaira. Here is the Director, CBN Information and Technology Department, Mrs. Rakia Shuaibu Mohammed.
So a digital currency, especially in terms of central bank digital currency, is the digital representation of cash. In our case, is the digital representation of Naira as we know it. So instead of having a physical wallet in your pocket, you will now have a digital wallet on a ledger. You'll be able to conduct e-commerce and play in the digital economy. The problem of FX is beyond Central Bank of Nigeria. I'm sure if you have been following the events of the previous days, you would have noticed that Central Bank is doing everything it can to be able to stabilize the Naira, which is one of our core mandates. And it takes all of us in the country to be able to stabilize that Naira. For example, the shirt you are wearing right now, I'm not sure it's made in Nigeria. If we would look inwards and buy made in Nigeria goods, then we will not be seeking for dollar. Therefore, it will not be scarce. That is one fundamental issue. So we need to have a change of attitude. However, having said that, while we're working on stabilizing the dollar, we actually believe one of the benefits of eNaira would be to encourage people to adopt the use of Naira. So instead of using physical cash, which may be difficult in conducting certain transactions that are online, you would be able to now have a digital representation, and you'll be able to buy goods and services that you would otherwise have used some other means, including the dollar, to buy. This will mean we may have more remittances into the country, therefore show up our reserves, so the supply side will increase while we're dealing with the demand side, as I share about change of attitude. In terms of the impact eNaira will have on the macroeconomic situation in the country, it will help us in churning out monetary policy decisions that are better informed because we will now have data. Take, for example, if people begin to spend money that is outside the purview of Central Bank of Nigeria, then every policy we make will not take those into consideration, the informal economy, shadow spending and all that. But if you have data, you will be able to determine, for instance, the velocity of money, because you have the data and the analysis, and you will be able to make informed monetary policy. And where it's not working, you know exactly why it's not working. So that's one way the eNaira will impact monetary policy decisions. The blockchain technology on which cryptocurrencies ride is a technology, is an innovative technology that is revolutionizing not just financial systems, but almost every facet of the economy as you know it in the world today. So it's like you build a house on a solid foundation, and you leave windows, doors, and roofs open. But central banks are now saying, this foundation is solid, it's innovation, it's revolution. We can actually build a solid house with the windows closed, roofs done very well, and so on. And that's what we're doing for Nigerians, and giving them something that is safe, that is secure, that is a unit of account, and that can be used as a legal tender. eNaira can be used anywhere cash can be used, because it's just a digital representation of it. You can use it to buy whatever you want to buy. You can use it to conduct transfers of money between your accounts and eNaira. If you walk into a ShopRite today, for instance, if it was launched, you should be able to use it to pay. If you go online, where merchants accept Naira, you should be able to see the possibility to accept eNaira. Now, not all of this will come on October 1. Let me just add. We will start with certain use cases, and we will add as we move along. The cost of minting currency right now is high all over the world. And with eNaira, we believe we'll be able to reduce that cost by over 80%. Thirdly, the convenience. When you now exceed a certain amount, you can't withdraw anything. I mean, you have to pay to withdraw from the bank because of our cashless policy. eNaira, you'll be able to do that transaction. The fourth one is, if you walk into a supermarket today and say you need 70 kobo change, nobody will give it to you because the coins have disappeared. With eNaira, you'll be able to get your change. So we're introducing back, and hopefully with that, the value of Naira would improve. Over 30 million Nigerians are financially excluded. And I think the density of smartphone in the country is about 40 million. But I do know that over 100 million Nigerians too have, almost 200 million actually, have ordinary phones, feature phones if you like. So we're looking at introducing USSD service. So even without a smartphone, you'll be able to get the wallet created for you, and you'll be able to instruct the ledger to transfer money or to be able to buy. Additionally, we're looking at off-chain kind of payment, offline payments. So we could have a hardware wallet as well. So a card could carry actually the amount of money you have, and you'll be able to transact money with it. So we have thought about that, but this is not coming on 1st October, but we do hope before the end of the year, this category of people you are talking about will be able to access and use eNaira. The blockchain technology. The beauty of it is it comes with all these security features. It uses cryptography, which is a way of scrambling information, and so people are not able to read what you are sending or receiving. And it also comes with a special security feature that if you initiate a transaction, it knows it's you, and you can't reverse it without following certain protocols. So, and then when you are creating your wallet, there are certain security features we have put to ensure that it's you. And that's why we have chosen the eNaira design CBDC design to be tied to identity. So before you create the wallet, we would have ascertained is you who is trying to create the wallet. Any transaction you make on the ledger, we know is you. So we have done a lot of work around security and cybersecurity because we do recognize the threats and the vulnerability that could exist on the system. We'll continue to monitor the situation and see what happens. Electronic means of payment is a liability on your bank. So you have it's a representation of the money you have. It's not real money, right? But eNaira is a liability of central bank, just like cash. So it's real money. And if people have faith in illegal tender currency, because it has the full backing of the state. So it has the full backing of the sovereignty of Nigeria. And so if anything, we don't expect anything to happen because it's guaranteed. You will get your money back. And in terms of the other money, we back up the financial institutions, Central Bank and NDIC, the sister institution, through insurance and so on. And so you have that little risk of an intermediary. There's no intermediary between you and Central Bank in the case of eNaira because it's a legal tender. And we expect the transactions to be cheaper than the normal transactions because you don't have so many intermediaries in order to be able to make a transaction as well. In terms of privacy, so your information as a person is not kept on the ledger. Therefore, people don't know don't see who is transacting. We see that money is moving towards buying maybe more sugar in the economy. We see that people are buying perhaps more clothes. We see the velocity of money. But we don't see that it's moving from Mr. A to Mr. B unless there's a special reason to do that, which would now dovetail into our anti-money laundering laws, anti-terrorism law and all that, anti-counterfeiting laws. So that is our privacy. Whatever privacy is entitled to you according to the rules and regulations of the land are maintained. On the other side of benefits to you, I said before that the transactions are going to be cheaper and the convenience of the instant settlement. So on a ledger, if you conduct a transaction, is either it is consummated or not. And so you don't have to worry about, oh, this didn't hit my account, this hit my account, and so on and so forth.
It is important to understand that the eNaira is not a one-off. It is a journey that starts on October 1. October 1 marks the beginning of eNaira journey. On October 1, a Nigerian should be able to download the eNaira app from either Google Play Store or Apple App Store, onboard themselves, fund their eNaira wallets using their bank account or with cash at a registered agent location and conduct transactions such as transfers and purchases at merchants outlets that have onboarded. Simply, you have, say, 1 million naira. Before October 1, let's imagine a bank has, say, about 10 billion naira in his account. That is physical naira in his account. We can decide we'll move, say, about, out of the 10 billion, move 2 billion in electronic e-wallet into an e-wallet for the bank. So if you're a bank customer and you have, say, 10 million naira in the bank, for your comfort of spending and making purchases, you could tell the bank to load 2 million out of your 10 naira into your wallet. So your bank balance sitting in physical cash drops to 8, while your e-wallet that you carries 2 million naira. With that, you can make purchases both within and out across the country. There are so many variants of the eNaira, but this is where we will start, because we're not going to pretend that there are no risks in opening your system up. We will look at the various products, determine the risk, determine the best way to mitigate the risk, and before we now open it up more and more. But it's a journey that we have determined and we have decided we will start on October 1, 2021. Now on the Beats, we chose Beats as a partner, Beats Incorporation as a partner. In some other clients where they are just like, they have their business, they have their software, and they earn a living, and then they earn their money. But we chose that they will establish their company in Nigeria. The Central Bank of Nigeria will own substantially majority stake in that company. So it is not my company, as people have said, that I went to the Caribbean to set up a company for one small unknown company. It's a company that will be established in Nigeria. You will see it on CAC, and it will be majority holdings will be the Central Bank of Nigeria. So as with all attempts at choosing contractors, the CBN went through a rigorous vendor selection process in line with the Public Procurement Act, conducted by 7 departmental directors and a deputy governor. 10 companies were evaluated based on the following criteria: A, technology ownership and control; B, implementation timeline; C, efficiency and ease of adoption; D, support for anti-money laundering and combating of terrorism; E, platform security; F, interoperability; G, implementation experience. BIT came first with an average of 82.3% on the scoring grid. The scores for the other 5 bidders are BIT 82.3, Interstellar 76.9, Zimbabwe 76, G&D 76.3, MTech 66.4. Why did we choose BIT? BIT is a leader in the central bank digital currency space with subject matter experts at the intersection of technology and policy. The company deployed its flagship product in regulated, collaborative, multi-stakeholder environment, including a live CBDC in 4 Caribbean countries and digital currency deployments in Barbados and Latin America. The BIT DCMC for Eastern Caribbean Central Banks was vetted by IMF and World Bank. The deployment in the Caribbean countries is driven by social impact, including financial inclusion, through special features for the unbanked, on-off, ramp-through, and accessible agency network. So we went through a process because we believe they are subject matter experts. Who owns them? Overstock, which has majority stake in the company, is a 20-plus-year-old publicly traded company on NASDAQ with over $200 million invested in blockchain technology related businesses. 2 Billion Ventures, also a 35-plus-year-old venture capital company managing OSTK investments outside Nigeria. BIT is the first company to digitize a national currency on a blockchain, thus creating the first synthetic CBDC with support of the Central Bank of Barbados, Governor, and the Minister of Finance. That system is still in operation today and is integrated with the largest bill payments processor in that country and both for the major telcos. So we went through the process and we thought that it's important for us to provide this explanation so as to dial some of the tensions that people or comments that people are making about the process that we went through in choosing this company.
That's all from the CBN this week. If you have any banking related issues or complaints that your bank could not resolve, having explored all possible means and within the stipulated time frame, you can report the matter with relevant documents to the CBN Consumer Protection Department through the email address cpd@cbn.gov.ng, that is cpd@cbn.gov.ng. You can also call the CBN Contact Center using the phone line below, +234 700 2255 226. Local call rates may apply. Would like to hear from you. Keep sending your comments and contributions to the email address fromthecbn@gmail.com. Find us on the social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram for updates and uploaded episodes of the program. Join us again next time. I am Uliyemi Sitada. Happy Independence Day.